Wife left me when I was caring for my dying father. But when he made me a millionaire in his will, she came back crawling. I'm 36M, married for 8 years with 2 children. Along with this, I'm the only son of my ailing father. You see, my dad is suffering from kidney problems for many years now. But in the last 2-3 years, his condition has worsened, and he has to go for dialysis twice a week. Earlier, he was able to commute on his own, but over the last year, he often asked me to accompany him. He is also growing weaker every day. Now, I have made a routine for myself that I would be taking my father for dialysis every time. I don't want to leave him alone in this condition. He has to go for dialysis 2 days a week, so I have fixed Saturday and Wednesday. Saturday is my week off, so it's not a concern. For Wednesday, I got permission from my boss to leave early and then compensate for the remaining hours/work in the night after returning home from the dialysis. I have been working in this company for 10 years. My boss has seen me as a hardworking and loyal employee, so granting this special permission wasn't a big deal for him. However, the problem was at home with my wife, Avril, 34F. When she got to know that I would be taking my dad for dialysis twice a week, she got upset. She didn't like it when I used to take him occasionally, but she never expressed her displeasure up front. Now that I had taken up the responsibility diligently, she could not stop herself. She said that there's no point wasting my time on my father because whatever I do, he was never going to be impressed by me. Well, here's a little context to this. My dad owned a merchandising business. He was quite well off and had acquired decent wealth. He wanted me to take over his business, but I was passionate about something else. I wanted to get into technology. I was enthusiastic about coding and creating software, so after school, when Dad wanted me to take up some business or management courses, I took up a software degree. He was still fine with that until I was willing to join his company. However, after completing my graduation, I started working for a renowned tech firm. Dad wasn't happy that instead of taking forward his legacy, I was working for someone else. He kept asking me to join his business, and I kept stalling it. After my marriage, Dad asked me the final time if I wanted to join, and I said no. Dad got furious and said he would give all his wealth to the charity, and I wouldn't get a penny. I still didn't budge from my decision. You see, I was earning well even at that age. I bought a car and my own house at the age of 29. I was pretty confident that I would be able to lead a decent life even without his wealth. I told him that I didn't need his money and could build wealth on my own. Our relationship soured after that point. 5 years back, Mom passed away due to cardiac arrest. It was devastating for Dad. You see, I moved out of the house at 17 for my college. Then, I got a job, and I started living on my own. The only companion Dad had was Mom, and losing her was the most devastating thing for him. That's when our bond rejuvenated. I started visiting him often and used to take my kids to play with him. Eventually, he stepped down from his company and gave it to a trust to run. My wife, Avril, was never close to my parents, until my mother was here.